What's up, everybody? James here, and this video has been a long time coming, as most of them are. I've hinted to it a couple of times on YouTube and on Instagram, mostly, I think, where we had some issues with the ceramic coating. And I say issues loosely, but issues nonetheless. And so I just picked up the vehicle from my buddy at Alpha Detailing. Again, I'll leave the location and his information in the details below. But first, let me just show you exactly what was going on.
Okay, so we got a small issue in the clear coat. This is the ceramic coated Daytona. I don't know if you can see there. They look like water spots. In the camera, I could definitely tell the camera's not picking it up. But there's millions of these little spots that just run right up the car. And this is just on a surface where it's easiest to see. So I know on the sides of the car, etc. So here's a really big one. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick those up. Yeah, you can see those. So all over the car, they gotta be there. And what these are chemical spots. They're not just water spots because, as you can see, I've washed the car earlier, yesterday actually, and now I'm hitting it with this Turtle Wax Clean and Shine meticulously, you know, in wet rag, dry rag. So I'm doing it the right way, and I can't get these spots up without like really rubbing them. And I was looking at an area here, I don't know where it's at now, but the bulk of it is getting picked up, but you can still see it faintly in the paint. Let's see if I can get right on a big body line. You see those? All right, so what we're looking at here is actually the same exact spot. And this is after we hit it with new finish. You can see they're still fucking there. Most of the other stuff came up. This is the same area I was able to get a good look before. You can see all the spots. I could tell you the camera's not picking it up, but they're there just very faintly now. I guess I could have rubbed in a little harder with new finish, but this is with legitimate effort. Oh, there's a good shot right there.
Now, however, that may just look like simple water spots, but it wasn't. Unfortunately, that was after, that video was shot after the second wash and after a polish, one polish. What I ended up having to do is actually polish it again after that video was shot a couple of days later. And even though standing 1 foot away, you couldn't see it, but in certain lighting, at certain angles, you can definitely see what looked clearly like water spots. I took it to my buddy at Alpha Detailing finally, and the way he kind of described it was as if, you know, a very harsh chemical, possibly even like an acid rain, you know, hit the car, because that's what you would see. So it makes sense, it looks like it, but then the question was how, because the ceramic coating is supposed to defend against harsh chemicals and obviously survive acid rain. So it had us kind of puzzled. We even reached out, I say we, he reached out to CQuartz himself to get some answers. So as it turns out, you know, we don't know 100%, but we have our thoughts. So I was using a touchless car wash pretty religiously, and one very specific car wash in particular. And so we're told by CQuartz, who the ceramic coating is through, that there are particular chemicals that will cause a reaction to the ceramic coating. And mind you, you know, I was washing the car at this place, you know, almost immediately after I had the car coated. So it possibly can damage the ceramic coating. So a couple things there. One, if you're using ceramic coating, I would wait you know, a little bit more time than I did. I mean, I was probably washing the car 4 or 5 days later, and maybe avoid some of those car washes. You know, it's probably best to pick up your own car washing supplies, you know, if you're going to be cleaning your car like that. You know, I say like that, like as often as I was every, you know, 3 or 4 days, because I just like to keep the car clean. But I know there's a lot of videos out there, and I think chemical guys I own some of their products. I think they had a video out there where they said, you know, if you're going to go to one of those like automated or those do-it-yourself car washes, what they do is they take 2 buckets, and they still do the 2-bucket system. They just pay for kind of like the pressure washing, and then they hand wash the car and then rinse it, you know. So yeah, that's probably an idea. Maybe more work than I'm going to go through, especially with me still being injured. So anyway, the moral of the story for me is I'm probably going to just stick to hand washing. I know that that's safe. I use safe chemicals. Everything that I do get for now on, I'm just going to make sure that Alpha Detailing signs off on it. You know, and I think in the long run, you know, I don't want to use cheap stuff anyway, especially if I now know that there's things out there that can harm the ceramic coating. But so anyway, Alpha Detailing went above and beyond for me once again in taking care of the car. I want to show you an after video. I just picked up the car. I didn't want to shoot the video there. Because he went in on Saturday specifically for me, so I didn't want to keep him any longer. So here's kind of an after video in the same spot as the before video, so you can kind of see the before and after. So there's a new chemical that he put on there for me. I think it was just called Bliss. I think it's made by the same company, CQuartz. It's sort of like an aftercare for ceramic coating. He also gave me a bottle. This stuff here, the reload bottle. Sorry about the glare there, but that's kind of like a wax, if you will. I'm supposed to use it about 3 to 4 months, or every 3 to 4 months for the next 2 years until it's about time for my, you know, another recoating or what have you, or at least another evaluation, see if it needs done. So that's the plan going forward. I just wanted to shoot a quick video for you guys if you have ceramic coating or are thinking about getting ceramic coating, some do's and don'ts as I've learned the hard way, and also prepare you for what you're going to get yourself into if you do have ceramic coating. You know, the aftercare shouldn't be this methodical, but at the end of the day, you know, I'm probably putting too much into it. The car really didn't need cleaned as much as I did clean it, but you know, I had nothing else to do. I was laid up in home, so you know, cleaning the car was just kind of like my pastime. All right, so that's going to do it for me today. Although today the Steelers are not playing, of course I've got to sport the jersey on my way to my brother's house to go check out the Philadelphia game, and then later tonight the Patriots. So for the next 12 hours I am a Titans fan. So go Steelers, and until next time. Hey, by the way, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I'll make sure that I get to them, answer any questions for you. So I appreciate you guys watching. I'm out.